All right. Woo. Look. I got that wow. Who wants some hands up right now? We got that. Turn it up loud. I know you're wondering how. I got that wow. Here I go, coming. I can't ever stop. I'm a tour de force running. Get me to the top. I don't need an invitation. I'm about to start a celebration.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello.
Hi. Welcome back, Catherine.
Thank you.
It's good to have you here with us.
Nice to
Yes,
be
it
here.
is.
Thank you. Missed you guys.
We missed you too.
Yeah.
We were, as we mentioned, you were with family.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes.
And so,
Yes, I lost my dad very unexpectedly, and first time going through the loss of a parent for me. So just dealing with all of that. So I was in Sioux Falls for an extended period, and just dealing with all of that, and still dealing with it. You know,
yeah.
it comes and goes. It comes and goes.
Yeah.
So
I definitely remember, and it still happens, that I always talk to my mom in the car because I had to drive like a half an hour. That was our daily thing. And there are some days when I'm still having a conversation. When
Yeah.
when it's like, Mom, you would not believe what happened. And there's comfort in feeling like your people are still with you and by you.
Yeah.
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 So
Well, I'm definitely a believer of that.
yeah. So if you talk to them before at certain times, keep it going.
Yes.
They'll be listening. I think
Yeah.
so.
Exactly. So back into the routine here. So excited to have a conversation with you guys tonight.
Yay.
What are we talking about?
Well, here at Three Cocktails In, we're going to talk about back to school and fall prep. Not really, kind of.
It gives me a pit in my stomach.
Does it?
Cool. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I think I liked going back to school.
I think
Mostly I
did.
liked the shopping.
Yeah, I did. I liked going back to school. It wasn't such a happy time for Bo. So as a parent thinking about going back to school, that's where I don't have great
Yeah.
feelings. And I think about it every time I see kids standing at the bus stop. I get that pit in my stomach. It's like, oh, those kids are going off to school. Because those can be kind of unhappy, not kind of, those can be unhappy years for kids.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but all right, so we're not going back to school. What are we doing?
No, we're not going back to school, but I want to talk about some things that might be unhappy in the beginning, but have a good purpose, much like school.
Okay.
So, for whatever reason, I spent today kind of cleaning. And as you can tell, I don't have a very big place, but I hate cleaning. But what you can't see is I've got this monstrous island, and at the far end of it is a stack of mail. And two different credit card bills, an occasional Target bill, I've had some health things, doctor's office bills, and I'm like, oh, fine, I'll do it. So I start opening them up and I start going through and I start reading things and I'm like, why am I getting charged from this one subscription twice a month? And why are they two different fees? Then I looked at the next one, and then I'm looking at it, I'm like, my God, I've got a lot of expenses to Amazon. DoorDash, remember how I'd been saying that I've been using DoorDash? I am done with DoorDash. I've dropped so much money in the last couple months because sure, with one of my credit cards, I got the free DoorDash membership, so I always get Dash Pass. I'm still dropping $20 a lunch. It's ridiculous. Okay.
Yeah.
So I do this periodically, but I kind of feel like as we're getting ready to transition into fall, there are some things that we should be doing to get this new, fresh mindset. For one thing, if you're in the Midwest and especially the northern part, it's going to get cold. And thanks to Martha Stewart's post about how it's the Farmer's Almanac says that it's going to be heavy, wet snow all winter. Zip it, Martha. I'm already thinking about stuff we got to do.
Yeah.
Have you? Do you guys prep for the season besides getting your pumpkin spice? Your
Yeah, that's a rough one because I'll be honest, I hate fall. And there's a lot of reasons. It's mostly because I hate that summer's ending. Fall for me goes so fast because that's our busiest time
Oh,
of
for work.
year at work. And weekends are often, which, I like the weekend. I like going to the football games. We have season tickets. We go to Iowa State games. So that just takes up a lot of weekends. All of a sudden it's winter. Literally, it goes so fast and it's winter. And I really hate winter. So I drag my feet this time of year trying to just keep thinking summer because I don't want it to be,
Yeah.
I don't want it to be harvest and fall and all that kind of stuff. Not that I don't like work this time of year. In fact, I like it, but it's just the thing I know what's coming. And
Yeah. I don't like to transition my clothing until I absolutely have to.
yeah,
I
Yeah.
will still forego socks until my toes are about blue, just because I don't want to, switch over to quite that. But
Yeah.
yeah, so that whole credit card thing is something that I've never been really regular about it, but I'm kind of thinking, seeing that I don't have anybody going back to school and I don't have a house to prep, maybe getting we talked about this, Kitty, when you were gone, and we were talking about all the things you need to do to prepare for the passing of someone and how we should start getting our crap in order now.
Yep.
I'm thinking that fall might be the good time for me to tackle this. I
Yeah.
can't tell you how much money I saved. I found a subscription that I was paying for that I had not used in 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Sent that email off. I got the duplicate charge taken care of. I wrote down every single charge that my daughter has been spending on my Amazon account. She thought whenever she changed the address shipped to, it automatically changed the credit card.
Oh no.
You've been paying for it all. Yeah.
Yeah. Needless to say, I changed the password, and it's a friendly reminder for her to use her own money. So
Yeah.
now every time she logs on, she's got to say,
Mm-hmm.
like, I solemnly swear I will use my own credit card,
Yeah.
something like that. I got a new T-Mobile. I've been with T-Mobile like 28 years, which always shocks people when you call in and try and renegotiate
Yeah.
your contract.
Yeah.
I'm saving money and I'm getting better benefits.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
Yeah,
guys do that?
Yeah.
Call-
They'd much rather renegotiate with you than see you leave.
Lose you.
So yeah, I think when the seasons change, particularly when fall arrives and also spring, those feel like natural times to reassess things. And I'm probably more prone to do it in the spring than I am in the fall. But around this time, it does. I get excited for fall. Stacy, I didn't know that you are not a fall person.
No.
Well,
No.
it makes sense why you're not, but
It
you have
does.
never once said, I hate fall to us.
Yeah.
So I was surprised to hear that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I hate it because it goes so fast and then it's winter. I feel like I always go from summer to winter.
You
Yeah.
go from work to football to work to football to work to football. There's really not a whole lot of time in between
Mm-mm.
to do
Nope.
anything else.
No,
Yeah.
because it's a lot of work, a lot of hours, and then it's winter. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But if we go back to our original, when we were talking about doing this podcast, one of the things was that we wanted to make sure that we were bringing ideas to people, that we were helping people make improvements in their lives or just sharing experiences. And I think that this is a really good reminder to people that you need to be an advocate for your own financial situation. And if you don't ask the question, you're just going to sit there, you're going to get what you've always got.
Right.
And yeah, sometimes these little funky things happen and you just don't even notice them because everything is so digital for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It surprises me, honestly. I'm surprised. You don't look at your credit card statement very often. I look at mine every month. Yeah.
What's really funny is you do it all online, and I still get the paper because I like to highlight because I tried to
You
keep
do it
one.
online. You can do it online that way.
I know, but here's what I was going to say. I try to keep one credit card for business expenses and one credit card for life. But like in France, they didn't want to take my American Express, so I used my other one for a lot of stuff. So I also did something that I thought was really good prep today. So normally I'm the person that a week before you have to do taxes, I get all my crap together. And it is a hellacious 24 hours. You know, sleep 5 hours, paper all over the place. So I got this bright idea that as I was looking through these 10 5 months of 2 credit cards, that I was just going to pull up my Excel spreadsheet, which I just copy and reuse every year, and start logging these expenses that I found in. So I'm really hoping that I'm getting ahead. Again, I think we've talked in the past how processes at home, we worry about them so much at work, and work often puts these things in place for us, but how do you deal with it at home?
Yeah.
Mine have been very lacking, although I do, I keep them all in their stacks, but then the stack just gets bigger, 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 bigger. So maybe it's quarterly that I need to attack the stack. Ooh, that's kind of a good name, isn't it? Attack the stack.
That is good. That is
Trademark.
good.
Trademark. Trademark that. Yeah. So a lot of people don't like making those phone calls.
Yeah.
They think it's going to be adversarial, and it's really not.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be.
No, especially it's one of those situations where the nicer you ask, probably the better outcome you're going to get.
Yeah.
So just be nice.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You could probably even do it through chat if you really didn't want to talk to someone.
Yes,
You
totally.
can do that via chat now. But every online, whether it be credit cards or, your phone bill or something, has a chat feature. So
Yeah.
So as we not only are financial, get our stuff together, great time of the year to start looking at the holiday calendar and looking at, I got to admit, I'm kind of bummed this year. Christmas and New Year's are on Tuesday, Wednesday. Guess what days of the week I have off? Tuesday, Wednesday.
So you don't get anything extra. No extras.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah.
I'm going to need another day somewhere around there to at least, I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't pay attention last year really to how it was done because it worked out in my favor. So have to figure that out. But now would be a good time to start checking.
Yep.
If you got older kids, what's everybody's plans? Try and get get your calendar out.
Yeah. Who's
Good
going to
time.
host?
Yep. Who's going to host? Do we have to juggle multifamily schedules? It doesn't have to be on whatever day. The idea is to be together if you can be together.
Yep.
Yeah.
I said it last fall, and Stacy and I got into this discussion about shoes. But now is the time to take the coats in if you need something dry cleaned. Take the boots in. Get them resoled, get new heels on them, get the zipper fix before you need to wear them.
Wear it.
Yep. Clean. When do you clean? I just cleaned out my dresser. I have 16 pair of pants. if I was really good and lost 20 pounds, I would have an entirely new old
New
wardrobe.
wardrobe. That doesn't sound like much fun, though.
I think if I lost 20 pounds, I should get to buy new clothes.
Yeah. Well, either way.
I agree.
Yeah. That makes
So-
me think, though, probably a good time right now to, purge your clothes if you're a donator. Like if you're going to donate clothes for taxes, because you can get a little tax advantage on it. That would be good to do now instead of scrambling at the last minute before the end of the year to get your little receipt for your donation.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. It's an idea.
Yeah.
As we change seasons, if you're done with summer stuff.
I always feel bad about that. I feel bad about at the end of summer dropping off summer clothes.
Mm, I don't.
Well, I mean, I'm not to say I don't do it. I'm just saying that as I knew that I was going to have to get fall clothes out, I also tried to look at what are some of the clothes that I haven't worn in my closet
Yeah.
for the last year, even if they're fall clothes. Get the fall clothes out, especially like all those are jeans. They're nice. They're nice jeans.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wear them. It's time. Somebody else can wear them.
Yeah.
As you're pulling out shoes and you don't want to resole them, don't give out credits. Throw crap away.
Yeah.
First of all, throw crap away. But maybe you've got the pair of shoes or the pair of boots that you wore once last year, and they're nice boots. You know what? Give them to somebody else.
Yeah. Do you keep the off-season clothes in a different closet?
Kitty, you've been to my house. How many closets do I have? I have one closet.
Yeah. Amy doesn't have that luxury.
Is there no closet in your guest bedroom?
Yeah.
There is, but there's I got a shoe rack underneath one where there could be hanging things.
Okay.
I've got some hanging, and I've got I just don't have enough space. So I do have like sweaters and stuff in tubs underneath beds.
Okay. Yeah. Did you used to?
At the last house, I still put stuff in tubs, and I put it down in the basement because I had that whole totally unfinished lower level.
Stacy, what about you? Do you?
I used to when I shared a closet, but I no longer share a closet. So and I think I've told you how I do it. When I put my clean clothes go in the middle, dress clothes, work clothes, they go in the middle. So then the winter stuff ends up on the outside. So I pull, when I'm ready to change, I'm pulling winter stuff and putting it in the middle, and then it's winter. You know what I mean? So I have the whole closet. But I did used to move summer stuff out and bring winter in, move winter out, bring summer in. I used to, just for space. But now I have plenty of space. So.
2 questions. 1, where's Barney's clothes? And 2, Kitty.
Wait, what happened to Barney?
What happened to Barney? And 2,
he's got his
Kitty,
in a bucket.
you must have more than one closet.
Yes. So Bill and I share a walk-in closet, and I fully admit that when we redesigned that closet and put all the shelving and things in, it was 50-50, and slowly over time it is no longer 50-50, and Bill now just has one shelving and drawer thing, and I've taken over everything else.
So is it like 80-20?
It's probably 80-20, yeah. I feel awful, but it's what it is. And then
So you're not going to change. It is what it is because you're not going to change it, right?
So honestly, you don't feel awful.
He's okay with it. If it wasn't working for him, he would say something. So
that's right.
Yeah.
See something, say something.
Yeah. Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But Barney does have his own closet. It's just not in our bedrooms, just right around the corner. He's fine with it. So we don't share.
He has his own glam room.
Yes. Yes, he does. He's fine. Has a whole closet. In fact, I suggested he maybe clean out his closet because I swear he wears 2 shirts now.
Yeah.
And why do you have a closet full of 100? 200. I don't know. Geez, it seems like a lot. But whatever.
Yeah.
So what else you guys got to do in the fall? You homeowners, as a realtor, I'd like to strongly recommend right now, you line up somebody to clean your gutters
Hmm.
if you don't have somebody to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or if you don't have covers, like a lot of people have gone to,
Yeah,
which is
helmets,
nice.
gutter guards,
Gutter guard. Yep.
gutter guards.
Super nice.
Fire up the snowblower.
Yep.
Get that in now.
Yep. Tune it
That's
up.
it.
Make sure it's going to work for you.
Yep. Do you guys have snow tires?
Mm-mm.
Stacy, you don't. You don't have them on your car, Kitty?
I have
All wheel?
all of my cars have always been all-wheel drive, but then it's just a good all-terrain tire. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Mhm.
Okay.
Or what
Why
I
do people still change out their tires? Or you mean you have winter tires all the time? I don't know that.
Well, Ava has to get a new car. She got rear-ended a month ago, and until Friday, she thought it was getting fixed. And on Friday at 2 o'clock, she got a letter that says we're totaling out your car.
Mm.
That's a good time. And then they said, yeah, you need to return the rental car and get your car moved on Monday.
Oh, she had a day and a half.
Yeah, no, that's not how that's going to work. So I called. But one of the cars she was originally looking at was front wheel drive, and
Oh,
she
dear.
joined the company that I work for, and is going to be in sales now.
Nice.
And you don't get a call in when it's snowing.
Yeah.
So she was saying, yeah, this car's not going to work. And they're like, oh, just put snow tires on. I thought, huh, well, where would you put the snow tires? She lives with 3 other girls. And their one car garage is already full of stuff. There's no way. But so, yeah, I was curious to know if
No,
Stacey, you have big cars. Kitty, you drive kind of a smaller car. So I wondered if that car had them.
no. So I've driven a sedan for quite a long time. That's just the car that feels right for me. I've never had issues with snow or getting around. In my opinion, if you live in the Midwest, you need to have an all-wheel drive car.
Yeah. Yep.
What even is a front-wheel drive car? Like what's
Well,
the brand?
like
of,
Passats, Jettas, though, like not a high-end sedan. A lot of them are front-wheel drive. Even some smaller SUVs are front-wheel drive. She ended up leasing a car, and I think she's getting it tonight. But she went with all-wheel drive, and she got a Volkswagen Taos.
oh yeah, she will not have a problem getting around.
Yeah, no, in that she won't at all. So that's
Cool.
awesome. But
Good.
yeah, so here's something that I've been, coming back to the whole wardrobe I just had to remove from my closet, or finally admit that I was going to remove from my closet. The weather changes, and you can't do outdoor. Let me rephrase that. Other people like to do outdoor athletic adventures. I do not. So now might be the really good time for people who'd been walking a bunch or something like that to maybe think about, what's your indoor plan?
Yes.
I have a lot of stairs here. I could probably learn to walk a couple flights of stairs.
That would work. You're old enough, you could probably start walking at the mall.
My place is big enough. If I just walked up one flight of stairs, down the hall, up the flight of stairs back, and zigzagged my way all the way to the top, and then took the elevator back down, I bet that'd be I should probably try and do that.
Yeah.
And count my steps. I wonder how many that would be. Note to self.
Mm-hmm.
Walk the building.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to count them. You just have to walk with your phone, and then it'll tell you how many steps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get an app.
Yes. Get one that automatically does it. I've got one right now that I have to click on, and click
Yeah.
off. And that's annoying.
Yeah. You can find one that just does it all the time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go. We already fixed that for you.
Thank you.
Winter
Checklist.
walking plan. You can check that one off.
Winter walking. Got it. Got my new service.
There you go.
Yeah.
How about some people have already started, some people have finished their holiday shopping.
Oh,
If I bought something right now, I would forget about it by December and I would find it in February,
Hmm.
yeah.
even though I don't have to hide anything anymore.
I know. No, that wouldn't work for me either. I'm more not super last minute, but it's got to be at least December.
Yeah, same. I rarely start before. I feel like Thanksgiving for me. Once Thanksgiving is over, now I start holiday shopping.
Yeah.
So,
Although, again, things I've talked about in the past have yet to do, now would be a super good time. So, for instance, family recipes that you want to share with your kids.
mhm.
Perfect time to get working on this now, especially in the fall when it is colder and you don't want to go out. What a perfect time to sit down with a football game on and your recipe books or, the old church ones that, you have one church cookbook and you've got 3 kids that all want take the recipes out of there, do something online with them, or the photos, the family heirloom photos. I'm sure, Kitty, that over the past 6 months when you were prepping your mom and dad's house for this move, you probably came across a ton of photos that
Yeah.
both you and Jennifer would like to have. Fall's a perfect time to, make some copies. And Stacy and I talked about it. Don't just think about what you want, but what would Bo like to show his kids at some
Yeah.
time? Or these things that we go through, now's kind of a good time. I got my knitting out the other night.
Mm.
Getting ready.
It's been a while. It's been a while since I've picked up my knitting. I look at the bag every once in a while and say, and then I go do something else.
Something else. Yep.
Yeah. But it's time to, we'll see.
Fall crafting.
Yeah. This is also a good time to think about what you want to do outside for holiday lights.
Oh, yeah.
And get those holiday lights up before it's 20 degrees.
Yes, assuming you took them down last spring.
Yeah,
There are some.
that's right. Yeah, there are so many things that can be done right now, and first step would be to make a list.
There you go.
Make
I
a
agree.
list.
Yeah. Hey, I've been using a really good app that helps with that. Have you guys used, it's not really an app, I guess maybe it is, Google Keep?
Oh, no.
This is really cool. It's a freebie on your bar, Google Keep. Works with your cell phone. It's like having a Post-it note where you write things down and there's a checkbox. So as soon as you do it, it goes underneath the bar so you can see what you've accomplished.
Yep.
And you can pin them to the top. So I use it for each home that I sell. I've got a Post-it note kind of looking thing for each one of them, a memo for each one. And so when I get it done, it goes to the bottom, but it's just super slick to reach it on my phone and add to it. I have one for grocery store stuff, but it's that running list with a checkbox.
Yeah.
There's something so enjoyable about a checkbox.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then
That's
it puts a line through the whole thing.
That's a good one. I'm glad you brought that up because I'm definitely a lister and I do a lot of it on my phone. I even anymore go to meetings and start taking notes on my phone instead of writing them down and then forgetting it anyway.
Yep.
So that's a good one.
Yep.
That
Google
might
Keep.
work.
It's awesome.
Google Keep.
Which, if you were going to get ahead of the game for your Christmas holiday, you could start your idea list.
Yeah.
So when you see something when you're out or you see something TV, magazine, or somebody mentions something, you could put it and know where to find it
Hmm.
instead of the random what did I where did I write this? Where did I
It
keep it?
was something I wanted to, yeah, and then forget what it was. Yep.
I can't ever find anything. Is it in the files? Is it in my iCloud? Is it in my Google Drive?
Yeah.
Is it in the photo? Is it in Instagram saved?
Mhm.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, we're keeping too many things in our memory, and or trying to keep too many things in our memory, like things that we used to be able to. And I don't want somebody saying, well, it's because we're old. No, it's because we're taking in so much, and we're multitasking all the time. It's
Yep.
just at capacity.
Right.
and the synapses might not be firing at the same speed that they used to.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, you medical marvel. All right. Well, hey, speaking of remembering things, Kitty,
Yeah.
did you ever get that Laura Geller makeup? Is
Yes,
that,
and I came prepared tonight to give my review.
oh, let's hear
Hey.
it.
Okay. So I have the products here with me, and I am going to start off by saying I I don't know where I been under a rock, because you two knew about this brand, did you not?
Yeah.
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 Okay. And other people that I've talked to have said, "Oh yeah, I've heard about that." Um, I am a big fan.
Oh,
Really?
Yes. So here are the products that I bought. So I bought the primer, and the primer comes in, that is not, there we go. The
There
primer
we go.
comes in a few different, not, I guess shades, but also just sort of, it has a little bit of a shimmer to it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I've always used a primer. So, I like the concept of that. So primer. And then I selected the baked products. So the baked foundation.
Yep. With all
And,
the different colors in there.
yep. And it wasn't hard to, kind of figure out online what my color match was going to be. I don't have great light in here. But that's the foundation. And then a blush. And then I also grabbed just a little highlighting, highlighting. Wow, that's really not coming up. Um, I can I can put a link to this, but just a little highlighting shimmer that I just put right here. Here's the thing. This makeup stays on all day.
Is it cream or is it powder?
It's a super dense baked powder.
Okay.
So, right, so it's a powder. And so I've got one of those dual-sided brushes. The brush I bought from Dibs. And so on the one side, it's a really dense powder, or it's a really dense brush. Then I use that for the foundation, and then the other side is a little bit looser brush, and that I could use with the blush, but I'm actually using that dense side for both. But it's quicker than any other makeup that I've put on. So I'll do that primer, and then I'll go do something else just to kind of let that set for a little bit, and then I'll take that dense side of my brush, and I'll just swirl it around, and then I'll just just a once over. That's the foundation, and then I hit the cheeks with the blush, a little bit of shimmer right there. And I have had so many people compliment my makeup.
Nice.
So
so
that's what
it's
tells me.
noticeable. So it's a noticeable difference.
Yes. And the key, and this is what I was struggling with before, I couldn't find something that didn't accentuate my fine lines and wrinkles. And I think it was because I was using a liquid foundation. I think the key for me with these, and I'm guessing that's why she formulated these this way, because they are formulated for mature skin, is that this, that super dense powder, it's not going to accentuate all of those. It just sort of blurs everything.
Hmm.
I am a huge fan.
Well, that primer might be really good too, because a good primer, takes care of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It starts the blur. So, and I'm just, I haven't been using a setting spray. I've usually used a setting spray and I haven't, and it stays all day long. So I'm thrilled. And it's really reasonably priced too. And I want to say right now there's a big sale.
I think I saw it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
All right.
Glowing review. I think I'll try it.
good. I hope you love it.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember when we did one episode where we talked about things we got influenced. I talked about the boomstick trio. So if you're still interested in that, they have a new color. If you order the trio, you get a free eyebrow thing with it. But what I'm also going to say is I switched to Bobbi Brown. Remember the,
Yep.
shoot, and I can't even
Do you
think
do
what
the
it's
Bobbi
called.
Brown sticks?
No, it was the foundation. The foundation is the thing that I've been looking for. The boomsticks are different, but the foundation. So, and I really liked it at first, and now I'm getting more wishy-washy at it. As I get to the bottom of the little
Tub?
of it, it's getting a little more, it's kind of like separating, getting a little more oily. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I still have maybe a fourth of it left. But that's the thing. That's why I moved from a powder, because they said, well, this is what you need, because the powder does set in your wrinkles. So, I don't know. I'll try it. I'll keep trying different things.
Yeah. And I mean, really, I don't know how something will not settle in your fine lines and wrinkles. So I was trying to be realistic with myself, and saying,
Right.
Kitty, you're not going to get something that you're going to put on and you're going to look 35 again.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But
But the piece that it's a little easier and stays on all day. I like that
Yeah.
piece of it. Yeah.
mhm.
Good to know.
Awesome.
All right.
Well, all sorts of new things to try as we're changing our mindset and going into the fall, Stacy, with a good attitude.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to be thinking as I'm being forced to walk my building. Okay,
Yeah.
but maybe it'll be good for me.
Yeah.
Right.
But yes, everybody, pull out those credit cards. Look at what you're being charged. Make the phone calls and save
That's a
yourself
good one.
because then you can buy Laura Geller makeup.
Yes, that's right.
For sure.
All
Yes.
right.
Spend your money on better things. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. If anybody else has some good tips on what we should be doing as we change into the fall, let us know.
Yeah.
You stinkers out there, you send us each individual messages, and you're too much of a chicken to put your comments out there for the public.
Comment on 3 cocktails in.
Be brave.
Yes.
You can do it.
You can. We know you can.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Cheers, ladies.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Woo. Look. I got that wow. Who wants some hands up right now? We got that. Turn it up loud. I know you're wondering how. I got that wow. Here I go, coming. I can't ever stop. I'm a tour de force running. Get me to the top. I don't need an invitation. I'm about to start a celebration. Let me in. Brought a good time plus some friends. Turn it up loud past 10. Turning up the crowd when I hit 'em.